Thank you.
Is it in your office?
Hello. Hello, everybody. Namaste to our Facebook Live. Yes, my rain stick is in my office. Good to see everyone here. We're going to have our chat. Many of you already know that we come on at this time and usually have a chat before we have our anchoring light meditation, which is only on Zoom or in person. We have some beautiful light workers who are here physically at the Cosmic Center Spiritual Light, which is located in Sarasota, Florida. And usually what we do is do have a little chat before we actually go into the meditation. But first and foremost, I want to say that anybody who would like to be or participate live into these transmissions, it's available to you. All you have to do is go to the Cosmic Center Spiritual Light Facebook page, like where most of you are going to be seeing this popping through, is from the Cosmic Center of Spiritual Light Facebook page. And all you have to do is look for Anchoring Light Transmission Meditation with Baba Sharon. Baba Sharon is my spiritual name. And so we're going to just get into just some insights that have come in. I just asked some people here, what are some things that we could talk about? There's so much going on. There's so much energies coming into the atmosphere, into our range right now in terms of consciousness. Okay, that there's a lot of things that are coming all at one time that can be causing people a sense of anxiety. There's some people experiencing, that one of the fundamental underpinning things is self-worth, which I want to talk a little bit about that. There's people that, they're fearful. They don't know, what's going to happen. Okay. So not able to embrace the unknown or having difficulty embracing the unknown, concerned about, how will things affect them. Okay. So I want to address some of these things, and I want to start first with self-worth. Okay. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people who come, to the center, and we have an open heart divine healing and divine healing service that takes place every first Sunday. And it's a very powerful energy that's anchored here. It's the Metatron and the Shekinah presence, and of course, other energies that come in that facilitate healing, and healing in any kind of way that comes in, because we have to ask for the higher intervention. We can't, our sources are where we need to be healed is beyond what we can even understand. It goes, because we're not limited to just this physical experience. We are multidimensional beings. So healing has to be multidimensional. And so what is important to know is you have to kind of have an idea of what's going on in the invisible worlds, because those invisible worlds impact this world that we're in. There's more going on and what we can see, what we cannot see, than what's going on here. So that's where you start your journey of making known the unknown as you walk your spiritual path, as however comes to you, to move beyond what you could see with your physical senses, beginning to trust your intuition or your gut, listening to your heart. These are things, the subtle energies that are kind of pushing you into a direction to get beyond the limitations of a physical construct, because we are not physical construct beings. We are spiritual beings, but we are in a physical construct. Okay, but that physical construct does not have to limit us to be our true nature. So that's important to know. There was a situation that came up that reminded me to talk about this topic, because there are those, and most certainly I would say a society pushes this, where you question your worthiness or your self-worth, where it's telling you compare yourself to other people. Okay, there's this whole gradation that you have to be this or you have to be that, okay, to be in the in crowd. Okay, I'm here to tell everything. The thing that you need to be is your authentic self, because there's only one of you. That's the prize to the planet, is you. Okay, your self-worth is that you are a creation of the divine. And in fact, I could tell you, you come from a very high aeon, way beyond this little construct that we find ourselves in. Way, 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 way beyond what is in Kabbalah is known as the Adam Kadmon, from a very, very, very high, okay, spiritual source of where we are creations of the Creator, okay, on a very high level. Okay, now our little sparks may be in these little physical bodies, mental and emotional, and it's a whole cosmic story as to how that happened, but we're not going to go there right now. Suffice to know your automatic inheritance, your automatic legacy is that you are a divine being and worthy, beyond worthy. You are loved and respected on higher levels. You just don't know it because you're in this matrix. You have these blinders on, and you're simply going from a physical experience, not yet able to tap into those higher parts of yourself to see the broader picture as to what's really going on and who you really are. And guess what, boys and girls? We are here to wake up and remember who we are and to hold the power that we have, knowing that we come from a place of unconditional love and a limitless light. That is the truth of who and what we are. So when I see people who, the one thing, all kind of things can happen when you don't have that belief of self-worth, and where that comes from, and it's out there in the world, is people are not loving themselves because somehow they feel they're not worthy to be loved. So who's the main culprit? Themselves, not loving themselves. But I will remind everybody that one of the commandments, okay, from Moses, okay, went up the mountain, came back and says, hey, here's some stuff to go by, some little guidelines. Said, love thy neighbor as thyself. What's the prerequisite? You must love yourself. You must love yourself. Okay, you must love yourself. But we come into a society where we are programmed, and it's hard to break those programs. There are, but then you start. Whether you use affirmations, whether you have a spiritual practice, whether you use visualizations, it doesn't matter. The key thing here is that you need to remember who you are by remembering that you are a precious creation way beyond the physical, mental, and emotional. Okay, and that is your true birthright, and that you are to love yourself as much as God loves you. Why would you have been created on the highest aeon? It was out of love. Okay, so he loves you. Most certainly you can love yourself. I think that's a good start. And it's important because there are people who don't love themselves. They really don't. Okay, and then that comes out where they get triggered by people very easily because they become defensive, or they feel they have have some sort of competition contest, and so their life is no longer going with ease and grace because somehow they're in this great competition, okay, with everything else, as opposed to being the true, authentic person that they are. That is a unique gift. There can't be another one of you. There's only one unique creation of you. Isn't that amazing? Even with twins, there's not even an exact. There's not an exact only. And guess what? Only you can do what it is that you've come here to do it. Nobody else can do it. Only you can do it. It is your dharma, your path. Only you can do it. Now you could choose. We are in a world of choice. So we can say, yes, we're going to do it or not. Okay, I'm going to fall into the frequencies of the world, the distractions, or I'm going to try to breathe and stay centered and know and sense and feel there's something else going on. I'm going to more listen to that. I'm going to go in that direction. And what will happen, I promise you, is go as you walk your path, as you make known the unknown, as you expand your consciousness, okay, you start operating on a completely different level. You have now have gone beyond the constructs of a physical world, the gravitational pull of this is all there is. No, there isn't. There is so much more to explore. And as you commit to go onto this journey, whatever and however that is for you, the idea is that, okay, you come from a place of love, because you were made from love, and your true birthright is that you are a spiritual being made in love. Okay. And so your goal is to get back to that. Whatever it is, psychotherapy, I'm just going to meditate, I'm going to play the music, I'm going to skip, whatever it is to get back on the road of love. And as you make the attempt to do that, as you value that your physical body is the temple. Why are they calling it a temple? Because you hold in the divine. So you take care of the temple. You start taking care of yourself. You have to look at yourself as a walking tabernacle. You're holding something very precious, yourself, yourself. And you're just one little aspect in this world, but you're so much more than that. So I just want to remind everybody, because there's a lot of people out there that feel that they know they have no worth. Okay. And they do. And that is the biggest lie and the biggest distortion. The biggest lie and the biggest distortion. So as you make a commitment to love, you have to first start to love yourself. As you do, it'll automatically uplift you. Things will begin to change. You'll have divine inspiration. You'll know how to make that path and to make things happen and to remember who you are, to trigger your cosmic memory. And as you wake up, you'll be able to wake up others to remind them how precious and how powerful they are. And with that, I'm going to say namaste to our family of light on Facebook Live. See you soon.